Hey, y'all, if you want a personalized shout out, roast, pep talk, or just an inside joke from Sis and Tell, we are now on Cameo.
Birthdays, breakups, bar mitzvahs, we do it all. So go find us on cameo.com by searching Sis and Tell.
Okay, now on to the show.
Sis and Tell, a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. Sis and Tell, a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing.
Hey, Allie.
Hey, man, how are you?
I good. I was in North Carolina last weekend. It feels like a month ago now.
I know.
But I did Mom's Unhinged there. I flew up there we stayed in Raleigh and then had a couple of shows in these really small towns. One was called Southern Pines and one was called Clayton. And they were on like opposite sides of Raleigh. And I was the only Southerner on the lineup. We
That's
had
shocking.
one of the comedians came from Chicago and the other one came from New York. And their view on everything was hilarious. I was like,
Wait,
because-
let's level set something first.
yeah.
Do you consider North Carolina the South?
Yes, I do. I think North
Okay.
Carolina is the South, and especially where we were, but it's 100% the South. Virginia and Maryland, not the South.
So this is an important distinction.
Yeah.
Because there are certain parts, like Florida is not the South.
No,
It happens
the
to be situated in
Panhandle.
the South.
The Panhandle
yes.
is the South. Jacksonville is maybe the South. I would say Jacksonville is more the South
Yes.
than the rest of Southern Florida. So yeah, I'm with
Agreed.
you.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
So continue. Yes.
So number one, one of the comedian from Chicago was flipping out about pine cones. She was
Okay.
like, "Oh my god, look at all these pine trees." She was taking pine cones like she was finding gold. She took them back with her. She couldn't believe the size of them, which they were like regular. And then like we went on this walk and they both stopped and started taking pictures of this tree and they're like, "Oh my god. This is this like tropical. What this tree is amazing." And I was like, "A magnolia tree?"
That is so funny.
And then and this is just stuff that we're used to seeing. Like we were in southern towns, like on these little strips of community with stores and restaurants and the theaters we were at. And the stores had things like "Have a blessed day" and
Oh,
all
yeah.
these like, Bible Belt type things. It's stuff that like I don't even see anymore. Like that's how we grew
No.
up. And they were like taking pictures of it. And so I was like, "Oh my God, please y'all gotta
It's like going
stop."
back in time. It feels so anachronistic. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was this real small, and they, the Southerners loved them and they had a great time also. But it was the just, and I feel so stuck in the middle, right? Because we grew up in Alabama, but Jewish, but we also
Right.
went to school up north, but also we were from Alabama up north.
Right.
So
We've been a bridge for all of those cultures.
we've been a bridge and like a sore thumb.
Have I ever told you that pine cones are very triggering for me?
Did you step on one time? And is that why?
I did not step on one. I stepped on a field of pine cones. So when I was younger, and I just feel like mommy and daddy must have dropped me in Montgomery often
Yeah, me too.
by myself.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I don't remember you and Stuart necessarily being there,
Oh,
but
was
I
by
remember being
myself.
there a lot. A
Oh,
lot.
Me
Yeah.
too.
And it makes
Yeah.
sense. Like if I was like 5 or 6 or even 7, you were just born and Stuart was little. Maybe they, sent him somewhere else in Birmingham. I have no clue or recollection. But this time in Montgomery, and Mimi and Grandpa had a huge front yard. And I don't know why or what possessed me, but I walked outside their front door barefoot to run across the lawn of pine cones.
Oh,
And as it took me
it's
a
like
minute.
Legos. Oh
It
my
was
God.
awful. And
So
it took me a minute
painful.
to realize that was the worst idea ever. But then I was stuck and had to run back. And when I got back, when I tell you I had not splinters, I had
Pokies.
splinters.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
embedded
Allison.
in the bottom of my feet. And the next memory I have is sitting in the kitchen with my feet, like sitting on a chair with my feet in grandpa's lap, and he had tweezers and he was pulling out tweezers and a needle, right? And pulling out every single splinter in my
That's
feet.
awful. That is
God
a
bless
terrible
him.
story.
It was a terrible story. So when you say pine cones, I
That's
immediately get
what
like a
Oh,
little
yeah.
visceral chill because I can't. I would
Now
not carry a pine cone. I don't want to, you know, maintain them in my house. I don't want to treasure them. They're good. I know they serve a purpose, but
well, is
I
that
don't
the
need
worst
any.
thing you've stepped on?
That's a good question. I almost stepped on a scorpion at Girl Scout camp.
Oh,
That might
I
have been the
did.
worst thing. I
I've already
almost
told
stepped
this
on.
story about being stung by a scorpion already,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
know that story.
yeah. Bad.
But I stepped on a safety pin that was open.
Oof.
Yeah. And I remember I was like 4 or 5 and flipping out. Like I probably could have taken it out myself, but I was like, all you could see was the safety pin sticking out of my heel. And I was like, oh, and I like flipped out. And Dad's like, calm down.
Right.
You just chill out.
I feel like everybody has stepped on a tack at some point in their lives.
No, that was
when
my the safety
tacks were
pin.
very
Oh,
popular. I
it's
feel
like
like in the
Home
70s
Alone.
and
It's
80s.
like
Yeah.
it's like Home Alone.
But when's the last time you saw a tack? I can't even find. I have a little cork board behind me in
Yeah.
my office, and I can't even find a tack to save my life to tack things up.
Ruby just got a cork board, and I ordered all these tacks for her. Now I'm a little worried.
Be careful. Well, not necessarily the kind that are, protrude out a little bit more, have the plastic top, but those silver ones that
Oh,
have
yeah.
sort of a little
Okay.
base,
This
those
is
can land on the
freaking me
floor
out.
facing up. And you
Yeah.
can also step on. I just remember stepping on the tacks. I don't know why there were tacks all over the floor at some point, but in flip-flops. And then you can't
Oh,
really
yeah.
feel it until you step for a while more. And then all of a sudden you're
Ooh.
like, ouch. Yeah, not
Okay,
good.
people are
Not
going to
good.
change the channel if they're here listening to this.
Yeah, no more stepping on awful objects.
This has changed the channel discussion. But
Yeah.
speaking of painful things, I got my boobs smashed yesterday. Okay?
Good job.
And
Good. If
thank
you haven't gotten
you.
your boobs smashed, ladies, go get
Go
them
get 'em.
done. Go get them
So-
done.
So they give us these gowns, the hospital gowns. They usually have robes, but they ran out of them. So we're all walking around with backwards hospital gowns, which don't really close. They're not like a robe. And I walk into this room of women, all different from like from everywhere, all
Yeah.
different ages, and they are in the middle of a deep discussion about religion. And I was like, "Oh Lord, I cannot."
These
do this.
strangers just in
Yeah,
the hospital
they were
waiting
in
room.
like this deep conversation. There's a younger woman, or she appears younger, who's like really into it with these 2 older ladies. And this one woman is sitting in the corner just like wide-eyed and just listening and kind of freaked out. And I walk in with this other old lady, and we're just like, what did we walk into? But this one woman, who it was the younger woman, it was her first time getting a mammogram.
Okay.
And she also had on, just to show you how diverse this crowd was, she had on a house arrest ankle
she did
bracelet.
not.
Yeah. She was just,
But
she
they
didn't
let her
care.
out for her mammogram. That's
Program,
nice.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
yeah.
there's a certain area she can't. I don't know why she had she was on the house arrest, but she was the one I felt most connected to, I have to say. But she said,
Wow.
but she has teenagers, so she can't be that young. And she said, she goes, am I supposed to do a mammogram every year? And we're all like, yes. And she goes, well, I'm really
Wow.
worried. This is my first one, and I'd like to know what your response would be to this. And she said, does it hurt? What would you say?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's smushy and it's uncomfortable, but
Yes.
it doesn't hurt. If she's also had kids, right?
Yes.
If you've got a spectrum of pain,
Yeah.
childbirth, way worse than
Okay.
a mammogram.
So this is more in line to what I say, but the older women were like, no, it doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
And I go,
and they're more seasoned than we are,
Yeah,
so
and
I
I go-
believe them.
well, it does hurt, but it's more uncomfortable hurt.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable, but but you can manage that pain because you've had kids and you're a woman. So it won't be like a man would be flipping out if he had to get his boob smashed.
Or yes,
Or-
his
Well, testicles are different than boobs. I think they're more sensitive.
100%.
You
It would
know.
kill a man. No,
Yeah,
it doesn't
that would
hurt
even
us.
puke. Yeah.
It's not even a fair comparison.
Right.
I think the worst part of the mammogram is not necessarily the boob smushing, although that is uncomfortable. It's the way you have to
Oh
contort
yeah.
your
You're like
body
this.
in the machine and like your face is smushed up, like
Yeah,
all
hold
of
this.
that.
Put your
I
chin
think I'm so
here.
distracted by how uncomfortable that is. That's like, okay, the boob smushing, fine, but like my arm and my cheek are at an angle that is unnatural. Like
Yeah.
this is all unnatural, but it's over so fast that
It
it
is.
doesn't bother
But I
me.
thought it was unfair to say that it doesn't hurt at all. It does. It's just uncomfortable hurt. I categorized the pain, right? I
Yeah.
said it's more uncomfortable, but it's not comfortable.
It's not comfortable, but but I understand what they're saying. It doesn't hurt. It's just very uncomfortable. I think there
Yeah.
is a line between uncomfortable and hurt. I'm not sure it
Yeah.
crosses it. You don't
Yes.
bleed. You're not bruised.
No.
It's miraculously you're not bruised afterwards. I
Right.
hope people are not. So, I mean, for what you get out of it, it's worth it. The
Yeah.
ROI is good
Yes, it is.
for a
And then
little boob smushing.
you got a cool picture to show all your friends on Instagram.
Yeah. And by the way, I go to a center. It's called the Mary Ellen Locher Center. That's specifically for mammograms and named for a woman who was a broadcaster here who died of breast cancer. And they make it feel like a spa. So we come out in these beautiful pink robes.
Yes,
And,
we usually have pink robes.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
said
I
to
think they need more. That's
Well-
not, I don't want to come out in a white,
I,
you know,
it was
hospital
the blue
plastic
ones
or
too. Yeah.
or paper gown.
I
hate
was
those.
like, I said, oh, and I said to the woman, I go, usually there's like these, we get robes. And so I don't know what happened. Maybe they refreshed them and a man ordered these. I go, this seems like something a man would order. and
Exactly.
then the technician was like, no, we ran out. We had to go. They're all in the wash. And so we had to give out these. And she's like, we still have those pink plushy robes. Yeah, it did feel like we were all waiting in a room like you would at a spa.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it felt so like this nice community. And it
I
was
love
really,
that though, as it
yeah.
should be. Yeah. You're all there for a good reason. Hopefully.
And they're all coming to my comedy show next week. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, I want to know, what was the religion talk about?
Oh my gosh. I don't, honestly, I don't even want to get into it.
Okay.
It was-
okay. You're
it
going to leave us all hanging. Okay.
It was like, it was basically, I can tell you my response was, as the saying goes, it's not all men, but it's always a man.
I don't even know where to put that in the response to a religious talk.
Well,
but
it was
okay.
about the leaders in a lot of religious communities taking advantage of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's yeah.
So
about
it was, I would say, like religion adjacent. You weren't having a debate on religion.
No,
but
they were
religion
also
was the core.
talking. They were also talking about religion and the Holy Ghost and all this other stuff. And
Kind of a deep conversation for a mammogram waiting room.
I
will
know.
say.
And I was like, I do not. Please don't ask me if I believe in the Holy Ghost. I was like, I don't want to have to explain Judaism to these people, to everyone. Please,
Oh gosh.
please,
Yeah.
don't make me explain Judaism. I do want to give a quick shout out to our cousin Bobby Siegel, who evidently
yeah.
is a big fan, and
Hey,
all
Bobby.
of our new fans in Vietnam, because 500 people downloaded the podcast in Vietnam.
It's up to 500, really?
It was at 500 when I
Oh, I thought it
messaged
was
you
like
the screen
50.
grab of
Wow.
analytics. No, it was 500 down. Okay, look, it could be 2 people who downloaded all of the podcasts ever.
That's true. Yeah.
Because we have like at least 250 episodes.
Do you know if those were people living in Vietnam or just happened to be in Vietnam when they downloaded the podcast?
Yes, you're right.
It's one of those two, right?
It's probably the IP was in. I have no idea. I don't
No
know.
idea. Okay. Well, speaking of pine cones, this is a hard leap. Speaking of pine cones and lawn care, or the lack of lawn care. So I don't know how I happened upon this video. Sometimes I go down these stupid rabbit holes. But I found this guy named Spencer who started this company called SB Mowing and SB
Oh,
Pressure Washing. Do you know this
yes.
guy?
Oh, I love him.
How
Yeah.
do you already know about him?
Oh my God. And you basically, he does people's yards for free. People who sometimes they're abandoned homes,
Yes.
and the yard looks like my hair, right? It's totally disheveled.
Totally.
It hasn't been brushed. And he goes and he mows it, and it all of a sudden has curb appeal, and the neighbors are always really grateful. And they do it. They show everything's on like it's like a time lapse, right?
Yeah,
so it's
time
all
lapse
sped
video,
up.
which is the best. Okay,
And then he ends it the same every time.
Okay, so he had his own, like when he was growing up, he had his own lawn care business. And for some reason, he started this social media following because then he started going to like really rundown neighborhoods or areas to beautify it. And now he doesn't even do the lawn care business. All he does, because I went on his website, I was so intrigued. And all he does are these
free
abandoned lots or places where
and then
somebody
he makes
can't
money
afford it.
off of like the YouTube videos. Yeah.
Correct, because today he is the largest lawn care and pressure washing social media influencer across every platform. So I looked him up. 55 million followers.
Wow.
And it gets better. 3 billion with a B annual views.
That's
And
insane.
it's amazing. And he'll show up places now and be like, "Hey, do you know anything about that yard?" And they're like, "Hey, you're that guy. You're the
Yeah.
guy on social media. Hey, yeah." And then it's really exciting. The best part though is what you said, the time lapse video, because I am a sucker for anything that's a makeover, anything.
Oh,
But
it's
to
so
be able to see
satisfying.
it is so satisfying. When he's doing hedges and the
Yes.
lawn care and
Edging.
everything. Oh,
By the
all
way,
of it.
I do my own yard. I mow, I do the edging, and I almost took an eye out yesterday when I was doing the
Are you wearing
edging with
safety
the
glasses?
weed whackers. I'm wearing sunglasses, but I had something pop up and hit me in the cheek, and that's when I was like, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go upstairs, and the boys have these like masks that we got them for playing with their Nerf guns.
That's smart.
And I was like, I'm going to start wearing that mask because I don't want to I was like, oh my God, this is danger. My neighbor got mad at me one time for weed whacking in shorts. And he's like, you're just asking for it, So I was like, all right. And I went and put on pants because he was right.
No, he's right.
I don't want to, get cut and then bleed out on my yard. That would
You'd
be
be whacking
traumatic.
something more than the weeds, I'll tell you.
So, so speaking of videos that you watch online, I watched a video that was a promotion for a website, and I was like, oh my God, Alison would love this. It's called Not a Wedding Crasher. Okay? It is a website where people sell seats to their weddings.
Come on.
Yeah. And so they sell seats to their weddings, and then they tell you whether you're invited to the ceremony and the party or just the reception. But the one
Wait, who? Why? Okay,
I
this
don't-
is a lot.
yeah.
Okay, keep going. Then I have
Okay.
a lot of questions already.
So I went on there, and there were 5 weddings that you could request to buy a seat at. And then I realized that the awesome ones were just fake. They were filler. And there were only 2 that were actually posted, and there was no alcohol at the wedding.
Not good.
And I was like, why would you want to go? Why would you want to go to a dry wedding?
Why would you want to go to anybody else's wedding? Why would you want to go to a wedding you don't know?
I'll tell you why. For the
Why?
podcast. I would
But
totally
for sisters who do not have a podcast,
Yeah.
why would anybody in their right mind voluntarily not just go to a wedding you don't know? Like the wedding crashing is actually a fun idea.
Yeah.
Not crashing a wedding and on top of it paying to go to a person's wedding you don't know.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
Well, did I tell you about the wedding that we went to, and we sat with someone's brother, like the brother of someone in the wedding, the bride or groom, I'm not going to say which one. And
Yeah.
we sat next to his date, who then informed me that they had met the night before on Tinder. And it was like typical of this brother to do something like that, or he brought a date. They didn't even know he was bringing a date, and he met her on Tinder. And she was so excited and a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And I was like,
I would imagine.
right? But she was like, "Oh my god, I love weddings. Is this okay? How's my dress? I don't even know." Like she like gave me the entire story, I think because she was so nervous. And, we both have personalities where someone just spills the beans immediately. And but that is very similar too, where she didn't crash, but she also didn't know anyone, including her date.
That is
But
crazy.
I don't know. I would, if there had been one in the Atlanta area and it had alcohol at it, then I would have gone. But also I didn't know if they said it didn't have alcohol because they didn't want to be used for their bar and someone just shows up and drinks an
Right.
insane amount.
But you're paying. You should get
Right.
you should get an open bar if you pay.
Are you on the
Right.
website?
I couldn't stand this. I had to go to the
Okay,
site because I have too
yes.
many questions. All right,
Yeah.
I'm at the facts page, the frequently asked questions. So what exactly is this? A technology marketplace that connects vetted guests with couples who have open seats at their wedding. Instead of letting those seats go unused, couples can welcome respectful guests, offset some costs, and share their day with people who genuinely appreciate the experience. I don't want strangers at my wedding.
No.
That is the
Right?
weirdest
And what does that mean,
thing.
Phil? I guess it's for people who, if they have a family member or a friend that's like canceled at last minute and they've already paid for that spot.
Well, there you
That
go. Why would anyone want strangers at their wedding? Another frequently
Oh.
asked question. Well, there are many reasons. You ready?
Yeah.
No shows or last minute cancellations,
Okay.
venue minimum spend requirements, desire to offset costs, couples who love the idea of sharing their cultural traditions, couples who enjoy meeting new people, weird, and weddings with lots of space that would otherwise go unused. Okay. All of
Please
that,
tell me it says
all
weird.
of that.
Please
could
tell me
be-
it says
no,
weird
does
in the
not say
copy.
weird. I really feel like they should let us add comments to this because that
Yeah.
is so
But
weird.
it must not be very successful because there's only 2 people who have weddings listed. And as we're talking, they may not be up there anymore because this was when I looked 2 weeks ago. Do you see? If you see the profiles, there's like 5. One's like, looks like a really cool wedding, but it's in like Australia. And then you're like, oh, this is
No,
just.
this says it's only the U.S.
I know, but these were fake profiles. The
Oh,
ones
fake
that were
profiles.
in other
I gotcha.
countries anyway, because they were trying to make them look fun. But yeah, what's listed, are
But
they
how
real?
much? Oh, yeah. So wait, how much are you paying for this? That's the only thing I can't
They
find.
they set their own price. They get to set their price.
Oh,
So it
here
could
we
be
go. Browse weddings. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here
Yeah.
we go.
You ready?
J&A's
Yes.
garden party wedding. Oh, this is only a sample wedding.
I told you the cool ones are samples.
Oh, darn
I
it. But
know.
it's $30 a seat.
Yeah, but no, go to the ones that aren't samples.
Okay, these are all. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go to the most expensive.
Okay.
That's not a sample. Okay, here we are. J&A's Elegant Wedding. This is in New Rochelle, New York. If anybody is interested, there's still time. The wedding date is May 24th, 2026. There are 20 seats available at just $100 a seat.
20 seats.
20 seats available. Hold on, it gets better. This is for the reception only. Don't think you get to come to the wedding ceremony. I think that's a boondoggle. If I can skip the ceremony totally,
Perfect.
I'm in. Venue type, event hall, dress code black tie, or black tie preferred. It's an indoor situation. Don't have to worry about the weather. And guess what? Open bar. So anybody in
Oh.
the New Rochelle area, this looks like a beautiful venue. It's got a double cascading staircase with a giant chandelier above it. And I know J&A's Elegant Wedding. they would love to have you. Wow.
Okay. How much
Yeah.
are plane tickets to New Rochelle? I
That
think
is
we
a
should go.
good- Yeah.
Where is
Well,
New Rochelle?
It's right above Rochelle, but it's new. It's the newer, it's the newer part. Don't go to Old Rochelle.
To the
Old
west
Rochelle's-
of Old Rochelle.
Old Rochelle stinks, but New Rochelle is classy.
Fabulous. She's so great.
Very, yeah. There's this there's only one sample wedding that I see, but the rest are anywhere from $25, $75 a seat.
Are there more?
Man.
I thought most of them
Oh,
were
yeah.
samples.
No. All of the
There's-
ones I'm seeing look real, except for that one sample wedding that happens to be in Atlanta. That's why I got excited. There's one in
Oh,
Lake Wales, Florida, with
okay.
15 seats available.
Okay.
That's looks a private estate.
Ooh, I think
Reception
that's.
only.
Is there alcohol served?
Oh, this might be us. Hold on. Lake Wales, Florida, June 30th. We have time to RSVP. 15 seats available, $25. Open bar,
Oh,
indoor, outdoor, at a private estate. Attire notes, ready for this?
yes.
Whimsical fantasy. Anything with color, embroidery, a flowing silhouette is perfect. If you have that one dress or suit in the back of your closet you've been saving for a fancy garden party or a special night out, here's a chance to wear it.
Where is this? What city?
Oh my God, this is even better for $25 for your seat. We do have we do have a few shared rooms in the venue as well if anyone would want to stay the night.
Yes.
And it is included with the price.
Stop it.
Oh, here it is. We are obviously a queer couple as well, so please be okay with that.
We are.
We're okay with all of this.
Okay, wait a second. Tell me
Okay,
the name of the
this is
city.
M&E's Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay, Lake Wales, Florida. Where do we fly into? We
How
are
do you
so
spell lake whale? Like
Well,
lake, like a whale?
No, Lake and then Wales, Wales, like
Oh,
as in the
Lake
UK.
Wales,
Yeah.
Florida. Oh, that's. Oh, hold on. What if it's near? If it's near Destin, then it's 7. No, it's near Orlando.
Okay.
It's near. It's kind of a little far from Orlando. Isn't
I
it
think
far-
this would be the most fun wedding. Also, it's funny they're like, we are obviously a queer couple. I didn't know you were a queer couple till I got to that part of the description. I just thought you were a whimsical couple.
Oh my God.
Midsummer Night's Dream. That's the theme. I
That-
love this.
I wish we lived closer. Dang it.
Oh my gosh.
Is
come
there
on.
anything closer?
How far a
It's
drive
sev-
is it?
It's
We have
7
got to go to
hours.
M&E's Midsummer Night's Dream.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Flights to Orlando are pretty cheap.
And we can stay together
Yes.
in the venue.
With
We're fine
them.
with that for
Oh.
$25. Look, once we get there, all we need is an Uber
Yeah.
and to and from the airport. I mean,
Yes.
everything
And a
else-
wedding gift.
and oh, do you have to bring a wedding gift?
I would. How could we not bring a wedding
That is
gift?
a really good question. Yeah.
You probably don't have to, but I would. I would not walk into that wedding without a gift. We'd
Yeah.
get something simple from Etsy.
Yeah.
You know, something creative.
Something really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'd also see if they have a registry.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, there's also you have to sign something that says your behavior.
I imagine so.
I
This
mean,
is-
also, we are really fun wedding guests.
we are
I
so
think
fun.
once we establish ourselves through this not a wedding crasher,
We-
people are going to request us.
We should
We're
do
gonna-
the opposite. We should do the opposite, where it's rent a sister for your wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we're like dance motivators. They could put us at the awkward table, right?
Yep.
And we
yep.
could make sure people feel comfortable. We could get
Awkward
people
table, kids table. We're good
Yeah,
anywhere.
whatever,
Old people's
wherever they
table.
want us.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have family and you want family there, we
Yep.
could we'll have you fill out a dossier, and then
Yep.
we'll pretend to be your favorite cousins.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we should
I
contact
think this is a good side business. We should
Yes,
contact
not a
wedding
wedding
crasher.
crasher, and they should have an add-on
Yes.
that we can also be there if you'd like your
Mhm.
sisters there, right? We are
Yeah.
your bonus family.
Yeah.
The
Cousin
family
Allie and Amanda.
the family you choose or pay for.
The family you choose or pay for. Yeah. We need a clever name for what we would be, right?
Yeah.
The So Fun Sisters. No, that's not
That is not
actually
fun
clever.
at all. That
that's
name.
not that's so not
That's
fun,
not.
sister.
Yeah, I know you're
Yeah,
trying to do
yeah.
some sort of alliteration there, but it wasn't.
I know.
you
But maybe
know?
we don't do sisters, but something, right? Oh,
Yeah,
I love this. Yeah.
I think it should be sisters
okay.
or cousins. You know, something the fun cousins. We'll figure it. And not so
Yeah.
fun.
But
cousins.
sisters
That's-
goes back with sis and tell.
Yeah.
We're gonna think about this, folks. I know you
Okay.
have lots of ideas for us, so
right.
just send them our way. But also, I really want to go to M&E's Midsummer Night's Dream.
I would
wedding.
like to go also.
Okay, I'm gonna look at flights. If we can make it work. If we can make it work. I mean, if only for the podcast and for M&E. M&E, we want you to have a lifetime of
Right.
love, health, happiness, and we want to be there to usher you into that next chapter.
Yeah, go. Southwest Airlines has really.
All right, we're in. We're gonna let you know about that.
Well, thanks for listening to the latest Sis and Tell podcast. Don't forget to share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us with your foes.
As always, this has been Amanda and Allison with a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. We'll catch you next time.